Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're returning. See that pile of stuff? That is the stuff that I have ordered in the past month that I have not unboxed, and I've been leaving sit there and not using it to show you guys. This is an elbow rest I got from Amazon. If you're interested in any of the things in this video, just let me know, I'll send you the link. These are the black gloves I always order. I'm running low, so I went to order some more black ones, and all they had was pink. So you guys, my elbow gets really sore when I'm doing a set, especially like a long one or a removal. I got some more primer, so the elbow rest is going to help. So if you guys watched Myra, she has the store Crafts by 9. She posted in a video that she was getting rid of this stuff. So I messaged her and got these, the primer and these foils from her. So these are just removal foils for soak-offs instead of using a bowl, so you don't have to soak your whole finger. So obviously you don't put monomer on it. I was just demonstrating that you just squirt a little bit of acetone on that cotton pad, and then you just wrap these around your finger, and it's as simple as that. I'll have to try to use them because I'm not sure how much acetone actually gets in that little pad and how effective they are, so I'll let you guys know. 200 come in the box. And then I ordered these bits from Amazon, which are Pana bits. This is a medium one just for finish filing, sealing the cuticle. I love these bits. This is the first time I've got one in black. And this is a coarse one for acrylic removal. Let's see what else, you guys. So some of these things I've ordered from Amazon, some from Crafts by 9, some from Acrylic Cure. These are Amazon stickers, Grinch stickers. Alma is coming tomorrow. I'm at work right now on my lunch break doing this voiceover in my car so if you hear background noise, that's why. But because Alma's coming tomorrow, so I will have to get this video off my phone. And she was supposed to be getting a Grinch set, which is why I ordered these, but we had to push her appointment to after Christmas. Tomorrow's the 28th. And so I don't know what kind of set she's going to get, but regardless, I have Grinch stickers now, and they're so cute. I don't know if you guys watch V, but a while ago she did a iced coffee nail set, and the little glass cubes that she used for the ice cubes in her set, she linked these here in that video, and that's where I got these from Amazon because I want to do a set like that, and I knew I was getting the colors that I was getting that I'm going to unbox here later for you guys. So that's why I got these, and I was just showing them to you. You guys, these are the Swatch sticks I ordered from Amazon. These are the best shape, the sturdiest, the best packaging, because they're individually packaged. They come with a ring, they come with the stickers if you want to label them with numbers, and they are stiletto, which I love. And it's a big swatch. It's not one of those little shorties, and it's not like a square. It's just good. And these are my favorite nail sister mail sharing acrylic 1 ounce containers. You guys, these stay. So what I'm showing you here is that I from a previous bag that I had already opened. So these is what their containers look like inside. This is what it looks like when it has acrylic shipped in it. So this was shipped to me from another nail sister with acrylic in it. And you can see no leak, no powdery residue, what I mean by powdery residue is like along the rim of the screw. I got myself a new Kiara Sky brush. I got it in black because my Kiara Sky size 8 brush has become quickly my favorite. And whenever I have a favorite, I always want to have a backup. And this was just such a good price on Nail Company Wholesale Supply. They had a 30% off sale, and I got this for like $16 or something crazy, so I couldn't resist. So I'm going to show you guys how I crimp it, how I prep it, and all of that. I'm also going to swatch every color I buy and do some other things, so this is a long video. But it's been a month in coming. So I'm just showing you guys my other size 8 compared to my new size 8. And we'll get into prepping this. So you guys, if you ever have a brush that is frayed, or if you want to get the glue out of a new brush without fraying it and ruining it, use alcohol. So alcohol will dry out your brush. So will acetone and all of that. But there are oils in monomer. So the only thing I ever put on my brush is monomer to clean it, to soak it, everything. I never use brush cleaner or anything but monomer, except when I first buy them and I remove the glue with just alcohol. 70%, 90%, it doesn't really matter. So you just gently release the glue like I was doing there in that small dapping dish. And once it becomes like it starts separating and opening up, then, and I'm just showing you here that it's full. I get it as full as I can of alcohol. Then I spread it out thin, and then I pull it through. And I'm going to show you how much glue is still in it, even though it looked like it was ready. So just make sure you get all the glue out of it. I don't know what the difference is of keeping glue in it or not, but I just always make sure to remove all the glue from my brushes. So I just keep swirling it in the alcohol and keep wiping it off. And sometimes I will spread out the bristles and twist it back and forth so that it kind of wipes it. And then I'm just going to get, because there's still so much glue in it, I decided to just put the alcohol in a larger dapping dish. So that's the only reason I'm doing that here. It's not like a different step. It's just I needed a bigger container. And I just keep doing that until the glue is out to my satisfaction. Then I soak it in monomer in my little soaking cup, and that rehydrates it, and I never put anything else on it after that the rest of the time I'm using it but monomer. And I learned this trick from Kiara Creations. She has a video on her channel where she said, do you have a frayed brush? And she did several different steps to like unfray a brush. But when I watched that video, I realized that all the steps she was showing, the only one I hadn't tried already was alcohol. So I just went straight in with alcohol, and that has worked for me amazing ever since. So thank you to Kiara. Here's my soaking cup. You can get these anywhere. They're amazing. Again, if you don't know, every time I'm done with a brush, I wipe it off and I put it in here, and that's it. I never do anything else to my brushes, and they always stay clean. This brush was sent to me. This is another one of my favorite Young Nails brush that I'm always on the look for. Marcy sent me this. Thank you, Marcy. Just so kind. She reached out to me and said she found it. And so I was just prepping it there. In a minute, because I did the part backwards, I will show you how the brush looked brand new. I just put that clip in the wrong order, so that will come up later weirdly. And this is when I got my Notpolish mystery box, if you guys watched that video, I ended up getting a platinum liner set, and I already had the disco liner set. So I swapped that liner kit that I got in my mystery box with Danny. And this is the pastel kit. She already had a pastel kit. So we both had duplicates, so we swapped with each other. So this is the first time I'm opening it. I mean, like, how long ago was that, you guys? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the names of all of the colors, and I'm just going to put a big wad of it so I can get a good sense of the color on these swatch sticks, and I'm going to cure them. And when I'm done, I'm going to show them to you all up close. And right here, I'm just showing you the thickness, the brush, the bristles, and this color right here I'm obsessed with. I cannot wait. Swatching all this stuff puts so many sets in my mind. Another thing is the way I put these on so thick and gloppy, that Notpolish lamp cured it like no other. Every time you order a liner kit, it comes with all these extra brushes, by the way, in case your brushes get that curve or you ruin it in some kind of way. So I'm just going to show you all of these. And this is the first time I've had a second to even mention to you guys, I really, really hope you all had a fabulous holiday. I don't know if you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or you don't celebrate at all, but I just hope you had a beautiful holiday season. I hope you all got to spend time with family and everything was drama-free and nice for you guys. I had a great Christmas. So I decided to get a small liner brush to just see the viscosity because they look pretty thick, but they're actually very, very nice. I was also testing and touching to see if it had a tacky layer, and it does not. So that's what I was doing. I was just kind of, whenever I get a new product, I always test it in several different ways. So I just wanted to make sure that since it looked and seemed a little bit thick, that it was still going to be really easy to do a fine line with it. And it was. It was nice and thin, actually. It was very nice. So I'm just going to keep going through and showing you these colors, and I'll jump back on in a minute. All right, so that is the end of the swatches. And you guys, not polished, their packaging, like, look at this. It's just gorgeous. I mean, I have all my other gel liners sitting on a shelf, but I just won't take these out of their box. I leave them in there. Mikey did post one time, I don't know if it was a video or something, that they started doing, oh, here's that brush from Marcy. Thank you, Marcy. I forgot why I clipped it in so backwards. But anyway, he said that they, how do you say it? Modeled their packaging after Louis Vuitton. That when you get something from Louis Vuitton, it's just red velvet inside, which of course I wouldn't know about that. But anyway, so this is a not polished box that I posted a little short about, like, what do you guys think is in here? I do not even remember what's in here because this has been sitting for over a month. I looked at that short and it's a month old. So literally I have not touched this or opened this, you guys, because I wanted to share with you before I got into it myself. So you'll see how that bit me in the you-know-what patootie afterwards. So I'm just going to show you guys the colors I got. I got that Mr. Lonely because I think Jen or someone told me that if I'm struggling with black, to buy that Mr. Lonely, that it has the teeniest shimmer, so you won't really notice that it's not exactly black, but that it works better. It's like their other colored acrylics, not so runny. So I decided to get a bundle, you guys. I'll tell you what happened with this. So I got the chocolate bundle. That is the chocolate bar, you know, the collection of all the acrylics and the liners that come together. I got their new glow top coat. This is my favorite removal bit. This is what you always see me using on Kendra when I take down her sets. This is a baddie, okay? It just makes no work of a removal. And what I was going to tell you guys about this is, okay, on their website they have a bundle where you can get... Oh, let me tell you about the Dap & Dish, sorry. Okay, so the Dap & Dish was supposed to have a red lid. I ordered it with a red lid, I thought. But remember, this is over a month ago. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, why do I have a clear one? Yeah, I got to get a hold of them, woo, woo, woo. So I go and get my packing slip out of the trash, and I didn't order one. They sent this to me. So I'm so glad that I drug this out of the trash. Because this was a gift from them. So thank you, Not Polish. And I'm not complaining about the red. So that's why I was like, yes, with my fist there. So I'm going to, what am I doing here? Oh, I'm going to swatch the nude gel liner kit. So on their website, they have a bundle where you can get the chocolate bar and the nude gel liners for like $169 or so. I don't even remember now at this point. I did remember the price at the time, but they had a 30% off sale right after the mystery boxes. That's when I got this box. As soon as the mystery box was like unboxed, they had a sale of 30% off. So I had to take advantage of it. So I got the chocolate bar and this liner kit. Oh, that's what it is. The liner kit by itself is $139. And the chocolate bar is like $110. So it's like $250 something. And together it was like I don't remember, you guys, the prices, but I got it for a ludicrous amount. So that is why I ordered those. The glow top coat I've been wanting to get, and so I got it. I can't really see what's recording here. Okay, yeah, I guess I did swatch all the nude liners that quick in this video. Sorry, I can't see what's happening on the screen. I'm real sorry about that. If you guys do voiceovers, then you know. Sorry about that. So I did have another box from Acrylicure. I think that's what I'm going to grab right now. No, I'm going to open the chocolate bar. Wow, I'm all over the place. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so yeah, all the colors that come in here. Now I do have some of these currently, but they're the ones that I do have, which is like chocolate espresso and sea salt caramel and double fudge, are more than half gone. So since I was able to get the liners and this whole kit, because I've never had the coconut cream or pecan crunch or one of the others as well, I was able to like restock basically. Okay, and then this box was literally only like a week ago. Their Christmas sale they're holding right now, the 35% off. That's when I ordered these. So you guys are going to notice that I got right in here coming up next, or maybe next. Ah, there it is, Kitty Karma. I didn't remember. I knew this was one I had been wanting, but didn't remember that it was in that box, so I ordered a duplicate. Anyway, this is coming from Acrylic Cure, you guys. Nail It Like Lucy is now Acrylic Cure. So if you guys don't know, she sells acrylics, and she sells a gorgeous, cool Cover Pink or Cover Cool Pink. Her clear is like the best, and I've been waiting for her to go back in business because of her clear. And do you see what she says here? It took her a little long to ship, I think because of the holidays. So I bought a 5 ounce. She made me a note that she sent me an 8 ounce jar, basically for thank you for your support. Then she said, screw it, I sent you a whole 10 ounce bag and an empty jar. Dude, she sent me double what I paid for, and a scoop, and a cuticle oil pen. Like, look at her. She's just the bomb. So this is that huge bag of clear. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how clear her clear is. Okay, I have been waiting for some more of this. Kiara Sky is my favorite clear, but her clear, I mean, it's the same, or I don't know if it's the same vendor or what, but her clear is amazing. Amazing. Wait till I swatch it, you guys. Now, in my swatch, I do get a lot of bubbles. That's because I didn't apply it right, because it was just on a swatch stick. So this is her Cleanse and Dehydrate, which is basically like Swipe, but hers has a really pretty scent that I like. And that's these are those snowflakes that I used in one of my last sets. I got 2 because I have a nail sister who wants some, and they're just so delicate and beautiful, and they encapsulate just gorgeously. And I want to do a whole set with them, not just like 2 in a set. She got these Kiara Sky medium sanding bands. They're both medium, just one is colored black and one is colored white. And she made mention in a video she did, a video of her doing nails that she posted on her channel, and she said that she was going to be getting rid of them. So I DM'd her and picked those up from her, because I do have the small mandrel bit and I do like it, but previously, until the last set I did on Kendra, I believe, I only had that mandrel bit in fine, and I did not like the fine grit. It didn't do very much work. So I'm showing you guys I'm happy to have that scoop, because I have these huge jars of Notpolish Clear and Nude Panther, and it's just really hard to portion it out at all without a scoop, and that scoop is perfect. So I'm going to show you the Cover Cool Pink that I got from her the last time she was in business. I've had that jar for like 2 years, and I keep forgetting I have that pink, but I love her acrylics. They dry fast, which I love, and as you'll see, her clear is just phenomenal. It is clear, and it does not yellow. I'm going to do a little mini experiment for you guys here. So I'm just showing you that I got a 5 ounce jar and still have a whole 5 ounces left. She's a baddie. Thank you, Lucy. I'm going to tag you in this video. Thank you. You're amazing. And I'm glad you're back, girl. I'm glad you're back with your store. So I'm going to swatch this, glow it for you guys. I'm going to do 2 or 3 coats, I can't remember, and put it in the light. It was daytime, so I wasn't able to give you guys a full effect, but I did shut off the lights. It does not have a tacky layer, and wow. So the rest of this video is going to be really me swatching all of these acrylics for you guys. I got like 20, I think. So I'm just showing you guys the Dap & Dish, which I love. I do move to my other Dap & Dish about halfway through this video. I'm also showing you here that I'm not doing all the swatches because I have 2 Kitty Karmas, so I won't be swatching that. All right, so here I'm going to show you guys how I crimp my brushes. Every brush calls for a different crimp because every brush is a different shape, made of a different material, etc., etc. The Kiara Sky has this aluminum here on this area, so it just needs a very gentle crimp in the same direction that you want your brush to be flat in. Now, if you want your brush to remain oval, then you don't crimp it. If you want it to be flat and fanned out like my other brush I have there, and like a flat pancake sort of fanned look, then you're going to want to crimp it. And if you crimp it too hard, you will destroy your brush. So you just need to do a very light crimp, and I always use a lint-free wipe between the pliers and the metal so that it doesn't make such a terrible, like any scratches. Basically, you just have that little pinch like I just showed you there. And that's it, simple as that. You just do it just a little tiny bit. So here's Lucy's clear. Dries fast, works great. I'm also going to swatch that Cover Cool Pink for you just because I love it, and I had just forgot it was on my shelf because I've literally been obsessed with waiting for her clear. I remember knowing like 2 years ago that her clear was like the best I had found, but I wasn't able to get it, so it was kind of like out of my mind, and I had to search for another clear. And then recently when she reopened her shop, I was like, I know I need her clear. I can't remember why I liked it so much. And then when I got it and started working with it this day, and as soon as I swiped that little bit I just put on my napkin right there, you guys, that's what made me remember, oh yeah, her clear is freaking clear, okay? Sorry about the siren. For those of you who don't know, I'll say it again. I live near a hospital, so sometimes an ambulance will light up and I have to stop my voiceover. Sorry about that. So again, I didn't really put much effort into doing this swatch perfectly. I was just using the acrylic to see like how it worked, how it felt, how fast it dried, wet, dry, how I need to use it, you know, just playing with it. So I got a lot of air bubbles in this swatch, you'll see later. And that's another thing I've heard other people say before, like when they're testing or judging or rating or whatever, experimenting with a clear, and you hear people say it has a lot of air bubbles, like as far as that clear being, that being something negative about a clear, like, oh, I don't like Young Nails clear, it has a lot of air bubbles. Getting air bubbles in your acrylic is, to my knowledge, the tech, it's you doing it. It's you either working too dry or too wet or too fast or manipulating it too much. That's what causes air bubbles, I think. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on that 100%, but I don't think it's the acrylic that is good or bad and forms air bubbles. I think it's the technique. Pretty sure. I don't know. Anyway, this is her Cover Cool Pink. You can see it dries faster than I'm used to, which I really like. Keeps me on my toes. But this color, you guys, it's like not a peach, it's not a pink, it's not a brown, it's not a nude, it's like all of those things. And it dries great. I just keep forgetting I have it. So I'm going to put this in circulation if anybody ever wants any nude. Nobody ever wants nude, though. But yeah. If you guys are not, I'm going to link Acrylicure's website in the description box for you guys. And I'm also going to tag her because I hope she knows how good her products are. And if you guys don't know, head over there. She's trying to get rid of all of her inventory right now because she's doing something and has something coming up. Do you see how that's completely clear? I'm going to show you guys something. Anyway, hit her up. She's got some great prices. She's got a lot of stuff on sale. And she's just good people, okay? So I'm going to lay down some clears here for you guys. So I just did Kiara Sky. This is Young Nails Speed Clear. And this is a bigger, I just added a little, like an actual bead of Lucy's. And then I'm going to label them. And then I'm going to do a knot polish. So left to right is Lucy, Kiara Sky, Young Nails, knot polish. And throughout this video, I'm going to show you guys as they dry how clear they remain, how if any of them are cloudy or yellow. And this is what caught my eye one time when it caused me to do that whole experiment on my channel. Meaning I had, was working with clear. I believe it was Young Nails clear. And I looked down at my table towel, later, after I was done working, and saw how cloudy and yellow the residue, like right now how my table towel has pink on it because I'm working with pink. I had been working with clear and I looked down and saw, I'm like, why is my napkin or towel, whatever you want to call it, so yellow? Like what? And that made me do an experiment where I tested every single clear I have, and that video is on my channel. It's a 2-part video, an experiment. So also, you guys, these, I had earlier said I wasn't going to swatch Kitty Karma. I meant I wasn't going to swatch them both, obviously. So I go through and label these swatch sticks. I'm just showing you that because there were a lot of them. And as we go here, I'm not specifically showing you the name of the color as I'm going, but I show you them all at the end, okay? Because I was just trying to get through it. So here we have some drying going on. So all the way to the right is Knot Polish. All the way to the left is Lucy's. And you see Kiara Sky, which is my favorite that I'm pointing out there. I don't see any difference between Lucy's and Kiara Sky thus far in the drying stage. But do you see the cloudy and the yellowing of the others? So I just want to show you that. And the two on the right are the leading top two that everyone uses. And you know I'm a knot polish freak, so I'm not bashing them. I'm just clearly stating, no pun intended, what I've noticed. So you guys, I'm going to let you watch these swatching. And again, I didn't zoom in because I didn't want it to be all blurry, but you are able to pinch and expand and zoom on YouTube the video you're watching. You can expand and zoom in and out to zero in on what I'm doing here. And you know I can't be quiet, so I'm sure I'll think of something in about 12 seconds and I'll be right back. I'm back. So maybe it wasn't 12 seconds, maybe more like 20, but I don't know. So you guys might be wondering, why so many pinks? Like, what are you doing getting so many pinks? Well, when Kendra came for her Hello Kitty set, and then Anna wanted burgundy for her fall set, and then Kendra wanted burgundy for her fall set, it made me realize that yes, I have reds, yes, I have pinks, but mostly I have baby pinks. And I don't have very many variations of dark, deep, bright, berry, cherry, electric, you know, there's so many pinks, especially Notpolish has them. Also, I want you guys to notice throughout this video how every color works the same. It doesn't matter if it's this lilac lolly here. This is one of their jelly acrylics. In other words, a sheer acrylic. It's not meant to be opaque. And so it's like a clear with pigment added. If I were to grab my Kiara Sky jelly acrylics and swatch them in the same manner, which, by the way, I'm going to link the Clear Experiment video, and I'm going to link the Kiara Sky swatching video here. And again, I'm not bashing any brand, and I say that very clearly in my other videos where I do swatch. I have a video, let me get back to the beginning, where I swatch every single Kiara Sky color I have, and I was very, very, very disappointed in the fact that it's a top shelf brand that charges the same price as Notpolish does for their 2-ounce acrylics, and the consistency isn't there. Like you'll use one of their, buy and use one of their cover colors, and it's fantastic. They're clear, fantastic. Their brushes, their electronics, etc. Their primer, I won't use anything else. But you get into their colored acrylics and they marble so badly. Even their jelly ones. And the jelly acrylics are a clear acrylic with some pigment added. So I don't know if Notpolish mixes something else in their acrylics or just mixes it really well, or I don't know what their secret magic trick is. But you can see when I'm swatching a black, a sheer jelly purple, and by the way, purples are the hardest to get without marbling, a bright pink, they all work the same. Some of the bright pinks have a small separation with, you can see the clear coming through, but as soon as you work the acrylic as you should, pulling it down the nail, patting it, getting monomer into it, it goes away. You'll see in all my final swatches, I don't file them, I don't do any shaping, I'm doing just what I'm showing you here, and they all look pristine. This is what I love about Notpolish. It doesn't matter what color it is. I have over 250 colors of theirs, nudes, clears, just everything. And they hit the nail on the head every time. I'll say it, I'll shout it from the rooftops again and again. It's the best stuff I've ever used. And I paid $12 or $13 for each of these acrylics on that sale. So there really isn't a reason to not get it. Honestly, just wait for a sale and get it. Or use my code. I do have a code with them. It's Jen, Jen. Welcome to use that as well when they're not running a sale. So what I was getting to about why so many pinks and reds, I didn't have, Kendra had to settle for a color with her pink set. She ended up loving it. We used Water My Melons and it looked great, but it kind of wasn't really the pink she was looking for. Nor was the burgundy what either one of them were looking for in their sets. They were like, Kendra wanted hers a little richer and a little deeper, and Anna wanted hers a little brighter. Well, I didn't have those. So there are so many different variations. You know, when you have a color in your mind, you have an idea in your mind of a set you want, especially if you're going to someone and paying them. You know, you want, especially as a nail tech, you want to be able to nail that. And it makes me really happy to find a color for someone. And they come in and they're like, no, that's not it. I want it to be, it needs to have more red, or I want it to look more berry-like, or no, it needs to have some more brown to it. Whatever it is, I just want everything that's available to me. Obviously, I can't have all of Notpolish's colors. Maybe one day I will, if I keep going at this rate. But it just makes me happy to give somebody what they want. I love that. I don't know why I get such gratification out of that, but I do. And it just makes me happy to do something creative that makes someone else just love their nails. I love that. So you can kind of see as we're going here. Oh wait, we're back at the clear. So this is pretty dry now. You can even see where I've just wiped my brush with some of... Now you see on my table towel down there, I'm wiping monomer all over it, and it's not yellow. The yellowing here is strictly from me wiping the clear on my paper towel. So that was just a quick glimpse. I will show you again later more clearly. So what I was back to getting at is another top shelf brand, Young Nails, another top shelf brand, Kara Sky, does not have the consistency Notpolish has in their acrylics. You, again, with Kara Sky, you can order their cover acrylics, and they nail it every time. They're fantastic, fabulous acrylics. You get into their colors, and they're not pigments. They're dip acrylics, just like Notpolishes are. So it's not like you're ordering Valentino and you can excuse the marbling or the behavior of it or glam and glitz. Oh, it's highly pigmented. Look at this. These are highly pigmented colors. There's no marbling. There's no issues whatsoever. Young Nails. You get any of their... I wanted to show you guys. Look at this cherry. This is just... I definitely do not have this color. Isn't this beautiful? It just really caught my eye. I'm just really glad I got it. Young Nails doesn't, they have their cover colors as far as colors go, but those are all peach and pink and nude and taupe type colors. They don't have any colored acrylics like Notpolish does, so I can't really compare them. Kara Sky is mostly the brand that I can compare them to, so that's why I am, because they claim to have, or they also sell 2-ounce acrylics for the same price as Notpolish with a large array of colors. And they're all 2-in-1 acrylics, meaning you can use them as dip or powders. So they aren't pigments like Valentino. They aren't only covers like Young Nails. I mean, Young Nails has some colors, but they're mostly like jellies and glitters. They're not really known for their colored acrylics. They're known more for their gels or their clear or covers, if you guys don't know. So anyway, I just wanted you guys to notice in all the wild, vibrant colors from, especially also when I get into the chocolate collection. One of them, I think it was the coconut cream, is so pale, it's barely nude. It's like almost a white cream. It's a cream color. And so from the palest cream to like the brightest bright and black, you're not going to find any discrepancies in the product. The consistency, I don't mean the consistency of the bead when you lay it. I mean the product being consistent, whereas every single time you spend $20 or $13, whatever it is that you're spending on each one of their acrylics, it's going to be the same. It's consistent. That's what I mean by that. I should stop saying but I had something to say. What was it? Oh yeah, so this video isn't an application video or a how-to video, but of course, there's little pointers along the way I like to offer you guys. But since I'm doing so many swatches here, it might be a good opportunity if you're struggling with acrylic application to pay attention to how I'm tapping my brush, how I'm picking up the beads, how dry they are. Not dry, but I don't know. So I thought I'd just share real quick, because I do have a video about application that was like way too long and too many repeating myself and dramatic and everything. So I need to redo that, but this is a good way to show you guys also, because it's repetitive, right? Like I do the same thing on each nail every time. How to pick up a bead and how to work it in the nail. And what I typically do when I say a dry bead, it just means that I have more powder on my brush than I have liquid in my brush. So there's one point, one of the colors, I think it was one of the brown colors, where I zoom in and show you guys something that caught my eye one time when I was applying acrylic, and it really helped me. And it was just simply that you can see the monomer draining from your brush. Like when you press your wet brush into the jar of acrylic, if you watch your brush at that point, and I'll zoom in on it when we get there, you can see the monomer drain from your brush, and it just clicks in your head, oh, that's when that's gone, that's when I pick up my bead. Like, that's the correct amount for how much monomer's in my brush. So right here, I'm going to show you guys, this is a color. So my friend, nail sister, made this for me because I was describing a color to her, and I sent a picture of a color to her, and I was telling her I was having a hard time finding it. I would see this one nail tech use this color on some toes that she did all the time, and when I asked her what color it was, she told me what color it was from Notpolish, and I ordered that color, and it wasn't that color at all, at all, at all. So she made me this custom color, and I mean, she nailed it. So, but I did decide to order this color called Sexy Hand that looked on the website pretty similar to the color I was looking for. So that's what I was just showing you there, was the custom color she made for me. I used it in the duckies, the set I did of the ducky nails. And I love it. It also glows, the one she made me, and it sets really fast, and I really love that. But this here is exact. This is the color I've been looking for. It's a very, very, very pale but creamy, opaque pink with the tiniest, lightest, most delicate silver shimmer. And I don't know why I've been looking for it, but whenever I see someone use this color, I don't know if people mix it themselves or if it's from another brand or whatever. I've just been searching for this color from Notpolish. So I finally found it. So now I have hers that glows that I love, and that one. I'll show you later when it dries what it really looks like. So here's that Mr. Lonely. So the reason I bought this, like I mentioned earlier, was someone told me that try using this because, okay, so you noticed, I'm sure, how all of the pinks and those really highly pigmented colors that I've been using throughout this whole video all work the same. Really good, consistent, thick, malleable beads that, you know, you can just use. Well, if you've been watching my videos, if you've been here a little minute, you know what I'm talking about, but I'll just explain a wee bit. I've really been struggling lately, and I'm going to show you here up close how much shimmer is in this. Barely, barely any, but you can see it. Someone told me to substitute this for black because the black has just been really hard for me to apply near the cuticle. And basically what that person said was you can get Mr. Lonely and you'll barely notice the shimmer, but it works like all the other acrylics, because I've just noticed that no matter what I do with the black, no matter how dry I go with it, it tends to be runny. And I think that's just because of how pigmented it is. So whatever they did to that acrylic, it seemed better. We'll see when it gets time for me to do a set close to the cuticle one, and I use Mr. Lonely instead. I hope I described that well enough. Basically, it's not as messy as black, even though it's black, if that makes sense. And when she said it to me, I don't know why it made sense to me, but I got it, and she was right. So it seemed very easy to work with that. So we'll see what happens when we get there. So yeah, I think I have explained everything to you guys. The only thing I did want to mention is about application and bead pickup. You see how this bead is crumbly, and I kind of have to tap my brush to get it to where there's not still powdery acrylic around the edges. If you guys, you can pick up a huge bead like that or a smaller bead like that, but try, if you're struggling with application, try going drier, because as you see, as I'm dipping when I lay a bead like that, I wait for it to polymerize and I put it on the brush so that there isn't really much dry. I just thought this color was beautiful. That's why I was showing you that. Then you can control how much monomer you're adding to it, right? Because every time you tap it with your brush, you're adding monomer. So that lets you work the bead. All right, here's what I was going to show you. Watch my brush right here. Did you see the monomer drain out of it? So seeing that, you know, okay, when that's gone, it's time for me to pick up my bead, and my bead will be perfect. And it is. So that was a little trick I learned, like, on accident. So I hope any little tips I told you guys help. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for so long while I blab and blab and blab. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I see you guys. I really appreciate you coming through. Welcome to our little family here. And thank you to all my OGs, day ones, everybody who's here. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a beautiful new year. I will be doing Almost Set tomorrow, and I'll get it up as soon as I can because I am working the rest of the week. Tomorrow's my only day off, blah, 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 blah. But happy holidays to you guys. Thanks for being here. I really, really appreciate you. And again, at the end of the video, I will show you all the names of every color that I bought and swatched. I will tag Lucy and link her store in the description box. And I hope you guys have a beautiful holiday. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.